It is Tuesday, August 23rd of 2022, and you are watching Guy's Daily Drive. Bam! And good morning, everyone. Welcome to Guy's Daily Drive. It's a Tuesday, not a Monday, not a Friday. It's a Tuesday. And I don't know why I skipped. Actually, I do know why I skipped yesterday. I had a doctor's appointment. And it was the foot doctor who was checking out my big toe that had the ingrown toenails and the big callus, and it's looking great. And he saw me for like 3 minutes, said, "You look good, go away." So chances are I'll never see him again. And he seemed, I only saw him twice, but he seems like a pretty nice guy. He's Korean and had taken Taekwondo when he was younger, as I did and my kids. So he's been here for a long time. He said he stopped doing Taekwondo like probably about the same time I did, over 10 years ago. And didn't really remember much about it. He says he keeps thinking he might go back to it sometime, but I don't know. The longer you're away from it, the harder it is to think about going back. 'Cause it can, especially as you get older, it can become quite painful. I know I wouldn't even consider it at my age. We had a guy who started taking Taekwondo when he was like 55 years old. Can't see that. I can't understand why you would do that. That's just too easy to get hurt. So I wouldn't even consider it. Kind of didn't even really. This was supposed to be another one of my work from home days, but I'm kind of filling in for someone, and that's okay. I don't mind. So that's my deal today. Just filling in for someone else. What else? There's actually not a whole lot going on right now. I talked about, my 30th anniversary is coming up. I talked about what we're going to do for that. The Ringo Starr concert's coming up next month. My 62nd birthday is coming up next month. There's relatively a lot of stuff going on, but I'm not a whole lot to talk about. Gaz and I did the My Mac podcast last week, and I came up with, well, it's not really, I didn't really come up with, but I started a different way to record the entire show, and there were problems. Not so much for my input, but for Gaz's. Basically, I'm using Rogue Amoeba's audio hijack program to kind of route and record audio, and I've got kind of a dual mixer setup, and I take one of those mixers and it gets output back to Chrome minus Gaz's audio, so it's a virtual mix minus, and then the other one is my audio that I'm listening through. And everything seemed to be okay, and Audio Hijack 4 if you've never used it before, and even if you have, if you're still on the previous version, which is like an awesome app, Audio Hijack 4 is just amazing. And they fixed like one of my number one complaints about the program. And now you can actually adjust where the audio goes yourself, which you couldn't do before. So you spent a lot of time kind of moving boxes around trying to get it to break contact where you didn't want it to connect to. And the mixer that they put in is a great add. And it's just all in all, it's a better program. But one of the things they added was a simple compressor. And that's what I was using on Gaz's audio. And it highlighted, because if you don't know what a compressor does, in simple terms, a compressor takes the audio that's coming in. And audio can have all kinds of highs and lows depending on the source and depending on how close or far away those sources are to a microphone. And what a compressor does is kind of lift the lows and lower the highs so that everything is more or less equal. And it can be a great way to fix audio, to make audio better. Their simple compressor, on the other hand, is not a great compressor. It's really not that good. Everything else about the program that they've changed was definitely changes for the better. But the simple compressor that they put in is not a great add. Apple has one that's built in, AU compressor. I can't remember exactly what they call it, but it's not bad. And you've got like 4 adjustable areas of the frequency range that you can adjust. And that's what I was using for my input, but I didn't use it for Gaz's, and I wish I had, because it picked up like all kinds of crap from him. So when we record next week, I think before we actually start the recording, we're going to experiment a little bit and see if we can adjust the compressor for him that's coming in, so that it's not picking up all that stuff. And then everything should be better. I actually got some feedback from Marcus, one of our regular listeners, and he made some comments about it sounded like Gaz was underwater. And yeah, listening back to it, I can hear that. But we're gonna fix that, and it'll get better. And one of the reasons why I did it is my setup for recording audio was super complicated. I had programs that were going to route stuff, and I had programs to record stuff, and I had to make sure that audio wasn't bleeding out from one and going, it was a mess. And almost every single week, whenever I wanted to record, I was having some problems. So having it all go through Audio Hijack, and then having the recordings done in Audio Hijack, and then moving those recordings to an audio editor. I mean, it's an extra step in the editing process, but it doesn't really take that long. And I think in the long run, it'll be better, because I can make some adjustments of the audio prior to recording. I just have to make sure that those are good adjustments, not bad adjustments, because once something is recorded in this method, that's it. You can't make it better. Bad audio can't really be fixed in post. Not easily, and not to a degree that anyone is going to be particularly pleased with. So you have to kind of, the actual best way to do it is to just record the raw audio and then add things like compression and limiters and stuff like that after, and not try to do it beforehand. And I think I messed up. I was supposed to turn to get onto the Fairfax County Parkway. Oh well. Or maybe I didn't. Let me see. I'll have to see what's coming up here. I start talking and then I just kind of lose. What is this? Yeah, I missed it. I missed the turn. This is Telegraph Road. Oh well. I'm still okay because that bridge is still out. The bridge is still out. Is there someone listening? I don't know. So I can't make the turn where I normally would. I gotta kind of. It's okay. I mean, I can still do it. I don't have to turn around and try to do some different stuff. But this will work. And as I said, my back is still hurting. I'm probably going to need to see another doctor about this. Getting old does suck. But I think that's going to do it. There's really. I still want to go down to Florida before cold weather kind of kicks in. Haven't been down there in almost 2 years. So I want to get down there, and that's one of my plans. Anyway, I'm not going to start going off onto that tangent. If you want to get a hold of me, you can send me an email to guy@mymac.com. You can also get a hold of me on the Twitters. Twitter.com/MacParrot, Twitter.com/VertShark. You can find most of the odds and vids, and that's a whole nother topic, over at VertShark.com, as well as the Guy's Daily Drive feed where all the odds will be. You can contribute to the things that I do, and I greatly appreciate it if you do, but you don't have to. And you would send that to MacParrot at patreon.com. Buy me a coffee at coffee, ko-fi.com/MacParrot, or pay a pal at paypal.me/MacParrot. That is all the ways that you can get a hold of me and or consume the content that I put out, and or help contribute to pay for all that stuff. But that's it. So thank you. Thank you all so very much for joining me today on Guy's Daily Drive. I really, really do appreciate it, and I will see all of you next time right here on Guy's Daily Drive. Bye-bye.